Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to the 2023 European Equipped Powerlifting Championships coming to you from here in Tisted in Denmark, a venue we know well. We held the 2017 European Classic competition at the same venue. Day one is all about sub-juniors. It's the sub-junior women in the morning session and the sub-junior men in the afternoon. I'm absolutely delighted to be joined in the commentary booth by Gary Williams. Welcome, Gary.
Yeah, thanks, Martin. It's a fantastic opportunity to be here at the EPF competition. This is the first time I've been to an EPF, and it's really great. I mean, I love equipped lifting. I mean, equipped lifting has been my life and my soul for such a long time. So to be here for the European Equipped Championships and just looking at some of these names in the sub-juniors.
Indeed.
There's so much experience just in the sub-juniors. Wait till we get to the juniors and the opens later on this week.
Well, it's always a great competition, the European Equipped. You can just see the running order there on your screen. We have two back-to-back flights. The first flight will be the 43, 47 and 52 kilo classes. Remember, there is a 43 kilo class in sub-junior and junior, but not in open. If there's any concerns that we've got something wrong. And we go down to zero, and the first lifter out is Krystiana Julianek from Ukraine, and she opens with 80 kilos on the bar.
Yeah, it's certainly no stranger to the competition. I mean, this is well below her best lift. You know, it's a morning session. It's a bit cold here this morning as well. So a really good opening number choice. A little bit hesitant in the bottom there.
Yeah. And the competition starts with a good lift, 2-1. I think, as you say, Gary, that hesitation triggered a red light from the centre referee from Finland, but good lift from both
there
sides.
certainly didn't seem to be anything wrong with it.
No.
Yeah, a great start to the morning, and that first lift, especially in equipped, that first lift of the day is so hard. There's so much nerves riding on it.
Right, we move to the 47 kilo class, and it's Zuzana Nocek. Sorry, Nojek. She's opening with 85 kilos.
Yeah, I think this will be a personal best, actually.
Look good. And yes, indeed, 3 white lights. And you were saying about opening conservatively, but I guess the difficulty in equipped is you open too conservatively, you don't get it in.
Yeah, it's a whole other skill level, isn't it? I mean, you've got to really learn and understand how to use the equipment, and you've got to use the right weight to actually get that equipment to work properly as well.
Now, this is Ana Maria Oproiu from Romania in the under 47 kilo class, and she's opening on 87.5 kilos. Now, what do the referees
we have to wait to
say?
see for that one. Yeah, we've got 3 red lights there. A little bit light in the bottom, and you can see.
Just not deep enough.
Yeah, it just wasn't. Those wraps are hard to push through. You know, it's not unusual to see a first lift missed. Just probably add a few more kilos there to push through it.
Yeah, as we were saying a couple of lifts ago, perhaps it was just too light.
I mean, it certainly didn't look hard. I wouldn't be loosening the wraps. I'd be throwing on a few extra kilos there.
Now, Valeria Konyakova from Ukraine, the other lifter in the 43 kilo class. And this would give her an immediate 20 kilo advantage in the squats. 2 lifters in the 43s, both from Ukraine. Well, she had to work, but it looked good to me.
Yeah, it certainly wasn't an easy opener, but it's 3 white lights.
Now, Erika Palasari from Finland in the 52 kilo class, and she's opening on 120 kilos. The final 4 lifters in This first group will all be in the 52 kilo class. Palasari out first. 18 years old, her last year as a sub-junior.
Yeah, she's got a few competitions under her belt already. Got the bronze medal at the World Championships last year. Having to work hard through the midsection.
That didn't
there.
look like an opener, but I think it's good. But
yeah, it's on the board.
Oh, that was hard though, wasn't it?
That was a tough opener. And, you know, it's hard to judge that first opening lift too. I mean, you know, the first lift nerves, warm-up maybe didn't feel as good, especially if you're used to training in the afternoons and suddenly you're competing in the mornings.
Indeed. Now, Todorescu from Romania also opening in 120, 17 years old, as you can see on the screen. Romanian lifting is going through a real big upward curve. Got some great coaches back there in Romania. We see new lifters every year.
And this should be a fairly speedy opening lift, I think. Oh, it's a little bit stuck in the middle there, but it looks okay from where we're sitting. And it is. Looks like she just mistimed the midsection there.
Now, Karolina Milatova from Slovakia, also on 120 kilos. All three of the four opening on 120. And I can tell you that Milatova is the middle one of the three in terms of weight. Todorescu is 50.99, and she is the lightest of the three. But Muzichenko from Ukraine, who will be out next, is the lightest of them all, should it come down to body weight.
Depth looks solid there.
Oh, that was much more convincing than the other two 120s and three white lights.
That was a nice opener. And that's well within her range as well. She hit 120 last year, 2022 championships, so well within reach.
And you expect them to develop quite quickly at this age. So we just mentioned Muzichenko, and she is out now, opening in 130 kilos. Still well below her personal best. I would go out and, well, I'm seeing the other second round attempts. I would guess this would make her strong favourite for squat gold.
That's a big lift, isn't it?
It is. But prognosis only has her in third. There's going to be a real battle here for the medals when we get to the deadlift, but this is the first round squat. And she'll want to not only make this, but go on beyond this. She wants to be European champion. Oh, now was that a double movement at the bottom?
I think it might have been. Let's have a look.
Just waiting for the lights. And yes, as we thought.
Lights there. You can see in the replay there, just didn't quite get the bounce. It certainly wasn't an intentional double move, it was just the way the wraps worked down there.
And we are into the second round. And first up will be Oproiu from Romania. She missed 87.5 last time. We thought she might put a bit more weight on, Gary, but she's taking the same again.
Yeah, look, it'd be interesting. I mean, I don't have anything on her. I mean, I don't know if she's competed with a European or world before.
No, I don't think so.
And if it's, if it's your first time, that extra couple of kilos, even though your coach knows it's fine, it can be a little bit scary.
So just needs to find a little bit more depth.
Oh, it's
I
still
think
going to
that
be
was
close.
the same. I think that was the same lift as the last one. And we wait on the lights, and sadly, it's three red lights again.
Yeah, and if you look at that lift, she's clearly got no problem with that weight, moving it really easily.
Yeah, look at the weight comes back up. In fact,
and
she
you see
moved
the
her
light
feet.
with the step as well.
Yeah.
So she got the two red lights there for depth. And the step as
Look,
well.
if nothing else, she's going to get a hell of a lot of experience from the competition today.
Every competition you do adds to that experience.
Now this is Nojek from Poland. 85 kilos in the first round, moving up to 90 in the 47 kilo class. Looks good.
Yeah, she's smashing her previous personal best. Her best lift was 80 kilos in 2022, and she's just absolutely shattered that.
Now, Ulyanik from Ukraine in the 43s. Remember, 2 lifters in the 43s. Ulyanik has taken a 15 kilo jump from 80 to 95. And this would equal her personal best squat.
Yeah, so she's hit 95 before. I mean, she's got a rap sheet as long as my arm for 18 years of age, and she's got European championships left, right, and centre. Doesn't look comfortable under that bar today, though.
No.
She's got plenty of time on the clock. That looks better.
No.
She's just struggling.
Just as she locked the right knee, she lost balance. And I think she's just decided she's not got enough time left to do it again.
Well, yeah, and at this point you've used up a lot of energy as well. Do you throw it off and save yourself for that third lift?
I think people don't understand how tiring it is just to be in supportive equipment, for less lifting in it, just to get into it and to be in it is energy sapping. Now this is Konyakova, also from Ukraine, also in the 43s. She opened on 105, which was a huge PB, taking it up another 5 kilos to 110. And she's got Viktor Nalaikin, one of the really experienced Ukrainian coaches, Hall of Famer, former world champion.
He's been in the corner of many, many world champion lifters.
Well, it came up well.
Smooth all the way through.
And she gets it 2 to 1. I wasn't 100% sure about the depth.
Yeah, it was borderline from this angle. It's always difficult to tell from the angle we see. I mean, the referees are right there, right next to it.
Yeah, I remember when I refereed, after a lot of commentary and a lot of not refereeing, the angle you see when you're there is totally different to what you see from the commentary position or on the screen. Now, Palasari in the 52s. And they're so closely ranked, this will move her from 3rd to 1st.
Yeah, I think she's going to be tough to beat today. I think we'll wait for the referees on that one.
Yeah, 2 to 1.
One more to go.
Now we have Todorescu, Romania. Good on 120 with her opener. Remember, in the 52s.
Yeah, if she can put this one on the board, that extra 5 kilos gives her a little bit of an extra advantage, a bit of an edge going into the third lift and into the bench press.
Let's go.
And she is the lightest of the 3 that opened in 120. Remember, Muzichenko is slightly lighter. She missed her opener and will be retaking it. Quite an unusual arm position and grip.
The elbow's right back there.
No.
Thank you, spotters. Thank you.
And yeah, usually we have the elbows much further under.
But there is one more attempt to go.
And that keeps the door open for Palasari there anyway.
It does.
She'll be out the back breathing a sigh of relief.
This is Karolina Milatova, Slovakia.
New personal best
This is a PB, but it will move her into the lead. Remember, the Ukrainian missed her opener and will follow.
And this group is so close on
Yeah.
projected totals. Every couple of kilos counts here. If you
Indeed.
get your lift in, you've got a shot. If you miss it, you open the door.
And even the fourth in prognosis, a 10-kilo jump and deadlift, that all changes. Oh no. I'm going to wait for the referees
She's
again.
strong in that midsection though, isn't she?
Yes, it's 3 white lights. And as we say, the commentary position isn't always the best one. And that's a great lift. Now, this is Musichenko from Ukraine. She missed 130 last time.
Yeah, it really
Taking the
needs to get
same
this
weight
lift
again.
in.
And just looking at the nominations for third round, she's the lightest, remember. So unless somebody goes 132.5, this is for the gold medal
Yeah.
in squat, of course. But they'll all be more concerned with being European champion than with the colour of the squat medal.
Good, moved well, and she gets that one on the board. That was a really
Well,
important lift,
that
one.
is the gold medal in squat in the 52s, and we move into the third round of lifting, and this is a big lift for Oproyu. She must make this to stay in the competition. Now, as you've said, Gary, it's nothing to do with strength.
Absolutely not. She's got the power, she's got the strength. Really, what this comes down to now is confidence and experience. And if she'd had if it was a lifter with several more years of experience, she'd probably throw another 5 kilos. I think the coach is making the right decision here, keeping it at 7.5.
Well, it's a sparsely populated arena first morning, but everyone in the building is behind her. Come on, let's get this in just a little bit deeper. Well, it is deeper.
It was deeper.
It is
Was it
deeper.
deep enough?
Yes,
And
it
she
was.
gets it on the
2-1. And I think the coach looks more relieved than the lifter.
Yeah, I never know. I mean, I've been coaching for years myself. I never know who's more nervous, the coach or the lifter.
Now, this is Kristina Ulianiuk, Ukraine. She missed 95. If I remember, she walked off, Gary, didn't she? She
just
she
couldn't
couldn't
quite
get
get the
settled
balance.
under it twice.
Let's go.
It's well within her grasp. She's got the experience.
Not only a powerlifting champion, a bench press champion as well, of course. Looks much better this time. Oh,
Yeah, look
yes.
at that.
It's amazing how it looked totally out of control last time, and she's just come
Yeah,
out and smoked it.
I'm wondering if the way her reps were done the last time, it was actually affecting the way she was able to hold her knee position.
Yeah, I think you're right, because I noticed last time as soon as she locked the right knee to get
pushed her
the
off balance.
start command, she went forward. Now Znojek from Poland, having a great day in the 47s, and this is 95 kilos.
Yeah, she has the gold medal for squats.
PB coming in was 80.
A little bit of a shift in the backward movement there, but should be okay. It is.
3 whites.
She's pretty happy with that. Yeah, she regained control of that really well there. Body was just starting to shift.
Now Konyakova,
Also personal best attempt.
115 kilos.
2 attempts time to chase
What did
the
she weigh
opener,
in at this
2
morning?
attempts time to chase this opener for second group.
Well, this will be a huge PB. This will be a 20 kilo PB.
115 kilos when you weighed in at 41.
Yes.
good.
There's another 10 kilos in
Yeah.
there, I think.
Wow.
That was fantastic.
Good lift.
So impressive. Now, Bianca Todorescu from Romania. She was good in 120, missed 125. Second time of asking, and she's taking 125 again.
And after this attempt, no more chases to the opener.
Yeah, no, I
After
think
this
she'll hit
attempt,
this
no more
one.
chases to the openers for second group. Bar is loaded for Bianca Todorescu, Romania. Let's go, Bianca.
And this will give her the silver medal in squat for the time being.
For the time being, yeah, there's 4 of them, remember, in this 52, and it is really close on prognosis. Every kilo counts. No,
Oh, that's
no,
going to be...
no, I'm not even going to wait for the referees. on that one. I'm sorry.
Martin's confident on this one. Yeah, he's got it's 3 red lights, unfortunately.
Lights, please. So,
And even if it was close, 3 red lights, you can't go to the jury anyway.
But it wasn't.
27.5 kilos for her.
So Palasari,
Loaded.
she missed 125.
Let's
She's
go.
taking
A new person on this attempt.
127.5.
Yeah, and that's really interesting because that last missed lift opens the door for Palasari and as well. And she really needs to put this one on the wall to keep the pressure on.
Well, this is to go into silver medal position. Oh, what a
She's
battle! What a
working
battle!
hard.
What a fight for Erika.
Now, from where I'm seeing it look good, it is.
3 wide lights. Wow, because I thought she was near her limit with her opener, 120. Remember how hard she
That
had
was
to
a
work for
tough
that?
lift.
Wow, look at the battle.
And she needed to put that on the board to
Yeah.
keep the pressure on the others.
Well, she would have been out of the medals in the squat as well. Now she's in silver medal position, but she can be pushed back down to bronze by Milatova, also taking 127.5 at a lighter body weight.
Let's go, Carolina. Let's do this.
Just 2.5 kilos more than the last time. And
Just
the
a
two
little
and a
bit
half
too much there.
kilos proved just too
Yeah,
much.
it just didn't really get any spring out of the bottom there.
142.5 kilos.
You can see as she hits the bottom, it's a little bit, not a lot of speed.
And then the knees moved forward a bit and she was gone. Now Mizichenko missed 130 with her opener, came back and got it second time, and now she's going 142.5.
Yeah, the 130 moved really well in the second, like really well.
Let's go.
Still below her PB though.
So plenty of room to move. But yeah, when it comes down to overall totals, this lift is a really important lift. She needs to just keep in touch with Palasari there.
I'm going to wait for the referees again. Again, we haven't got the best angle here. It's 2-1. Good lift.
Yeah, it's going to come down, and then the question's going to be with Palasari is how much energy did she use up in that last lift? Is it going to affect the bench in the deadlift?
But the group ones will now go away and warm up for the bench press, and it's time for the second group to come out. And just a quick reminder, Konyakova leads in the 43s with 115. Noyek leads in the 47s with 95. And in the 52s, Musichenko leads 142.5 kilos. The lift you have just seen, and we are into flight 2. And this is Koppala from Finland, and there is 115 kilos on the bar. Now, I think it's fair to say she's a bit behind the other two in the group, Gary, but If she gets one of each in, she's guaranteed a medal at a major championship.
Yeah, look, and that's the thing with equipped lifting as well. I mean, there's such a skill involved in it, and everything can go well and things can go wrong. You can come into an equipped event, in the bottom nomination and walk away in the top 3.
Let's go, girl.
Now this is Gracie Besson from Great Britain in the 69s. She's only 16 years of age, been competing for 1 year. What valuable experience she's going to get here today.
Yeah, every opportunity you get to compete at a high level.
Oh, that looked nice and smooth.
Yeah, that was a great opener.
But there's 2 in the class, Gary. Again, she gets one of each in. She's guaranteed a silver medal. And the experience you get on the platform at an international event can't be bought for any price in the gym.
I talk to young athletes all the time, and quite often they're talking about, I'll compete when I've got good numbers. Now, compete as soon as you've got the opportunity. Every competition adds to your knowledge, your experience, and the way you lift and the way you compete. And it doesn't matter if you're a junior or an open or a masters, every competition adds.
Now, this is the Polish lifter, Rajowiska. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And greetings to everyone back in Skierniewice who is watching this. They looked after us so well when we were there for the European Classic last December. Wonderful venue, great people.
She's using up her time here. She only got 10 seconds left on the
I
clock
don't,
now.
I don't think she's going to do this now.
Let's go.
No.
Nope, she just couldn't quite get the balance there.
And again, that's something you would rarely see in classic lifting.
Yeah, look, and that's the nature of equipped lifting, isn't it? I mean, if you've never been in equipment before, it's really hard to describe and explain, but the pressure from your squat suit, the pressure from those knee wraps, simple movements become difficult.
Now, this is Jizok from Poland. She's opening on 130 kilos, only 16 years of age, but been competing since she was 14.
And 14 is the youngest you can start in the sub-juniors. Picked up a gold medal in the European Bench Press Championships last year.
Yes, that looks good.
Yeah, she's got a really good body position on that lift. She tightens up really well. You can see that big breath at the start there. Yeah, look at that, tighten everything up. Great line.
That doesn't happen by accident, does it?
That is coaching and practice and drilling it in.
Now this is Reda Lorina Vinciuti from Lithuania, lifting in the 84 plus class. And she's opening on 135 kilos. She's just over the 84 limit. Weighed in at 85.74. Wow, that looked more well, it is classic. I just noticed.
Yeah, she's open without the squat suit. So that's a thing to note actually in equipped lifting. You don't have to wear the equipment. Yeah, so she's lifting in knee wraps and no squat suit.
Yeah. Now again, a lifter. She's only 17, but we've seen her certainly in European competitions so often before. It's Sofia Stanko from Ukraine. 150 kilos on the bar.
Yeah, she's been competing at World Championships as well and Europeans. 2021, picked up the gold in the Sub-Juniors World Classic Championship. Picked up the gold at the World Bench Press Championship in 2021 as well.
That's what I call a very efficient Ukrainian squat. Just deep enough, but no deeper than you have to.
Yep, go to where you need, and
it's 3 wide lines.
yeah, look at the replay. You know, the bar path doesn't even shift offline.
It's perfect, isn't it?
It was like it was in rails.
Now this is Anastasia Artyomova from Ukraine, 150 kilos. Lifting in the under 69 kilo class.
That's a big lift.
And that's how what we said when Besant came out. She's nowhere near this lifter, but she can come away with a silver medal, and more importantly, all that experience of international competition. But of course she has one on the board. Artyomova does not as yet, but she's 35 kilos below her PB.
Yeah, she's hit 185 before. She did 172 and a half in 2021.
That's a great
Yeah,
score.
look at that.
3 wide lines.
Yeah, that was your textbook equipped squat.
Well, they look slightly concerned. I don't know, are they seeing the lights? But that was a great squat. Now Maria Spandot from Ukraine, 15 years of age, been competing for 7 years. Of course, the 14-year age group is for international competition.
That's correct, yeah.
Some national organisations allow
Yeah, and there's
to
certainly
compete at a younger age.
plenty of local and regional as well.
So it's lifter Spandut and coach Spandut.
"15 years of age, looking for a 160, below her personal best."
Well, PB is ridiculous for her age, isn't it?
Looks good from here, that depth. Not sure, it depends on the referee angle, but it is.
Yeah, 3 wide lights. Another Ukraine lifter, Nikohosian from Ukraine, as we say, also 160 kilos, this time in the under 84 kilo class. No 76 kilo class lifters here in the sub-juniors.
So he picked up a silver medal at European Championships in 2021.
And again, she's opening 160, which is huge, but it's 25 kilos below her personal best. And again, she's struggling with balance. She's got 30 seconds left. Well, you can see the clock and screen.
Yeah, it looks like she's got it now. Gets the squat command.
Look very strong. Yeah, I think the right elbow hit the thigh. I think that's what the red light was for. Wasn't for depth. Just see if we can see the right elbow here. No, we can't. I think that was the reason. I don't think there was an issue with depth. Now, Rajewska.
Yeah, she's really got to get this one on board.
57 kilo category.
It's a big opening lift, 125.
Yes.
She hit 115 last year at the World Championships.
So you would have expected her to train on, but it's still 10 kilos more than she's ever lifted in competition before.
Moved well. She's a bit forward on her toes.
No, we suspected that was high.
You have a look at the replay. Hopefully we'll see it. She's really forward on that body weight, putting a lot of weight on the toes. You can see that shifting her knees around a lot as well. And even when she gets to the top, she almost pops a little bit there. See to shift that weight back a little bit.
Now Nini Coppola from Finland. 125 for her second round attempt. Successful with 115 in the first round. Looked like a great squat.
Yeah, 3 white lights.
Now we move to the 69 kilo class, and it's Gracie Besson from Great Britain. She's jumping 10 kilos to 125, which will equal her personal best.
Equaling her personal best.
Good coaching in the corner there. You see him at all the equipped events. That looks good.
Looks good. Him, of course, being James Brinkat-Smith.
Yes.
And it's good, 2-1.
He's had a busy couple of years, actually, coaching.
Then we have Sandra Zizo, Gola. We load her 137.5 kilos. Laurina Viciute, Stanko.
Now we have the Polish lifter Jiezok from Poland. She's jumped 7.5 kilos to 137.5.
This will be a massive personal best.
Yeah. But her opener was so convincing.
Yeah, she's got a very solid stance and the way she tightens everything up.
Let's go.
And I think we'll see the same again. She takes that big breath. She braces the core really well.
They've obviously been working on the wrapping, both by the way she's walked and the fact that 20 seconds had gone by before she even appeared on the platform, which is fine if she doesn't have to re-rack. But we're down to just about 20 seconds.
Yeah, it's you really want to get on that platform as quick as you can. I mean, we're now down to 15 seconds. She hasn't taken the bar out yet. If anything goes wrong,
she's got no chance.
She's very fine. Just sneaks it in there with 4 seconds to go.
Oh, she had to work against these drops, didn't she?
Yeah, she's really had to push through, but she's got the job done. She's got a great squat. I'd really like to see her on the platform a little earlier on the next one.
Yeah, I think it was, they just wrapped it extra tight and just took a little bit longer to do it. Now Lorina Viciuti from Finland in the 84 plus, 145 kilos. My apologies, I'm told I said Finland, of course it's Lithuania. It would be a lot easier to pronounce if it was Finland.
16 years of age in the 84 pluses, and that's in the open category. That's a tough category to be in.
And again, lifting without a squat suit. Knee wraps, but no squat suit. And as you said, Gary, in equipped lifting, you can wear supportive equipment, but you're not obliged to.
Yep.
Whereas in classic, you're obliged not to.
Not to. And it's not unusual in the equipped lifting. It's not unusual to see someone do their first bench press without a bench shirt and then put a shirt on.
I did in Budapest last August, and I'm glad I did, because it didn't go well when I put the shirt on.
I can't get into my shirt that quick.
Now Stanko, Ukraine. 162.5 kilos on the bar, a massive jump of 12.5 kilos, but still 2.5 kilos below her personal best.
Yeah, she's got a PB of 165. Not entirely sure when she hit that. It wasn't at a European or a World, I don't think, but there's a lot of other competitions in between all that. You know, junior and sub-junior development is so quick.
Well, it was strong back up.
Yeah, I'm not sure if she really held it at the top though, but she gets the lights on the board.
Yeah, and the red was not for depth. It was a yellow. I'm not quite sure what that might have been for. Maybe.
I think there was a little bit of a shift at the top there before the call didn't really lock out.
Anyway, it's a good lift, 2-1. And it's Anastasia Artemova from Ukraine in the 69 kilo class. She's taking 162.5, still way, way below her personal best.
Yeah, 17 years of age with a personal best of 185 kilos.
Over 400 pounds. Oh, it looked good again. 3 white lights.
Yeah, it'll be really interesting to see their choice on their third lift there. That was that moved well. It slowed her down just a little bit.
Maria Spandut, sorry, 170 kilos. 10 kilo jump, still 10 kilos below her personal best. As you can see on the screen, only 15 years of age.
Weighed in at 58.98 kilograms. That's a massive lift, isn't it?
It is.
And don't be fooled. I mean, if you're new to equipped lifting, don't be fooled and think the equipment's doing all the work. The equipment's giving a little bit of an edge. You still got to be able to manage that weight.
Platform crew doing such a good job, we haven't even noticed them. No higher compliment can be given than that.
They're like a Formula One crew, aren't they?
No.
Just a little bit too heavy in the middle there.
Not today, or certainly not this time.
From here, it looked like she got pretty good speed out of the bottom, but let's have a look on the replay. Usually that's the case, it's just knocking enough speed out. And there wasn't a lot of spring there,
and then
was
she
there?
just hit the wall.
Yeah, you really, in the equipped squat, you really want to get that speed out of the bottom. It pushes you up through the middle and allows the squat suit to straighten you up.
Now this is Nikahosian. 170 kilos on the bar for the 18-year-old lifter from Ukraine, already in the lead in her class. Again, I think she may have hit the thigh with her right elbow again, but no, she gets 3 white lights this time.
Yeah, you can see her elbows really do pop forward there, which is where you want them. You want them to be pushing back up.
And at the end of the second round, we can see that in the 57s, Zizok leads with 137.5. In the 63s, it's Stanko. In the under 84s, it's Nikahosian with that lift that you've just seen. And Lorena Visiute from Lithuania leads in the 84 plus. Now Rajewska, this is a really important lift, Gary.
Yeah.
She needs this to stay in the competition.
Got herself behind the 8 ball here. And if she doesn't get this one on the board, she can't medal.
Well, it was deeper. Is it deep enough? The referees say yes. 3 white lights,
Keeps herself
and
in the
there's total
competition.
relief in her face.
Yeah, the nerves and the
Yeah.
stress. When you go out on that third lift, you haven't put one on the board yet.
She was halfway between laughing and crying
Yeah,
going off the platform.
It's not a position you want to be in, but it's not an unusual position in equip lifting either.
Now, Gracie Bess in Great Britain, this will be for a 5 kilo personal best. Equaled it with 125 in the second round. And this to come away from Denmark here in Tisted with a new squat PB.
Yeah, I think she's got this.
She smiles.
That was a great lift.
3 white lights.
Yeah, look at that. Smiles from ear to ear.
She's got a new PB. She's a third of the way to a European silver medal. Now, Nini Koppola from Finland. 132.5.
Another big personal best.
Yeah, she's probably not going to contend for the gold, it'd be fair to say, but guaranteed bronze if she gets lifts in bench and deadlift.
Yeah, look, and that's the thing. You look at the totals there,
and PBs.
And yeah, she's not really a contender for the gold, but in equipped lifting, anything can happen. And so you've got to keep yourself in the competition.
And she's only 16. She's got 2 more years as a sub-junior. 3 white lights, personal best. Another big smile. And the Finnish technical controller gives her a smile as well as she exits stage left. Now, Gisok from Poland.
It's a massive third lift.
She just wants to get on the platform a little bit quicker so she doesn't have to rush. But her PB is 127.5 coming in. Her first 2 lifts have both been PBs, and this is another 5 kilos to 142.5. Well, she's to the platform a lot quicker this time.
She has a really great technique. I mean, I really love the way she takes that breath and really braces through the core, pushes into the belt.
And as you said about the bar paths, it could be on rails.
And for such a young athlete to have that down and drilled in already.
Well, she's got Coach Arcadius in her corner, and one of the most respected coaches in the international circuit.
Squat.
Oh, that's a great squat.
I mean, all 3 squats pretty much looked identical,
Wow.
didn't they?
Good lift.
That was 3 white lights in case anyone missed it.
Good lift.
And now Lorena Viciute from Lithuania, 155 kilos. But just remember, when you're comparing her lifts, she is not lifting in a supportive squat suit. She's lifting in a classic singlet, augmented with knee wraps that look reasonably loose from the way she's walking to the platform.
I wonder if they've made that decision, not to, overdo the equipment use early on when you don't have to.
Yeah. So she's lifting unopposed. It takes a lot of the risk out of becoming European champion. That's a good squat.
Yeah, that'll give her a nice 10 kilo personal best.
Also personal best, congratulations.
And we only have 4 more lifts
170 kilos for Maria Sandut, Ukraine.
in this morning squat competition. Next up is Spandut. Missed 170 second time round.
Yeah, it'd be good to put this one on the board. It just sort of keeps her in touch with Stanko a little bit more.
Yeah.
Missing this, lets Stanko take a little bit more of a lead, makes her a bit harder to catch.
Yeah, it's a very important lift in the context of the overall battle for the European title. She really, really must make this. I think she may have cut it because of the way her second one went, but wait, no, it's a good
Oh, she
lift.
gets
My
it there. She's
apologies.
fast into the hole.
Yeah, it was so much better than the last one.
172.5 kilos for Sofia
You see the
Stanko.
speed into the hole there. Gets the,
Oh yeah, it
gets the
looked.
spring out of the knee wraps. Lets the suit
Yeah.
do its job.
My apologies to her. It looked so much better in replay than from the first angle. And now we were mentioning Stanko, and here she is, Sofia Stanko from Ukraine, 172.5 on the bar for a new personal best.
Sofia Stanko, Ukraine.
And this will
New
give
personal
her
best
the
event.
gold medal in
Давай,
squat,
Sofia.
but more importantly, a 17.5
Yeah.
kilo lead on prognosis.
It opens up the door a little bit for her. I mean, if she gets this one on the board, yeah, it's great. She gets the gold in squat, but more importantly, it keeps that distance at the end there. It gives her that space.
And that's what she'll be more worried about. Oh, she gave everything to that.
That was a high push.
And the referee says it's good.
New
And that's a
personal
really
best.
important one. That gives her a bit of space now. Keeps her in control. She's calling the shots now.
And there is one more lift.
Let's go. 172.5 kilos.
And it's Artemova in the 16. Sorry, there's two more lifts. The screen just moved. Artemova from Ukraine in the 69s. Well, she's guaranteed the squat gold ahead of Gracie Besant of Great Britain. And this is still 12.5 kilos below her personal best.
Well, yeah, this is smart numbers. I mean,
Yeah.
put on the numbers you need.
What
Had
a
to work
battle.
for it.
Yeah, I think that's all that was there today, Gary. She got a yellow.
Yeah, I couldn't quite see what that one was for.
Well, yellow used to be for downward movement in squat. I'm wondering if someone pressed an old button, for want of a better description, but I didn't see any downward movement, no foot movement. Anyway, it's a good lift, 2-1. And the final squat of the morning session is Alina Nikosian.
Another massive lift, 180 kilograms.
And still below her personal best. But she's been so smooth on the first two.
Yes.
And it's a great lift from Nikosian. And just summarize these results quickly before we go to the break. And we'll look first of all at the 43 kilo class once we've seen this replay. And the winner of gold in the 43s is Konyakova from Ukraine in the 47s, Nojek from Poland in the 52s, Muzichenko from Ukraine in the 57s, Jizok from Poland in the 63s. Stanko wins a great battle against Bandut by 2.5 kilos. In the under 84s, Nikosian, as you just saw, takes the gold with 180, and in the 84 plus, it's Lorena Viciuti from Lithuania who takes the gold medal. We'll go to a short break. The clock is just coming down to 9 minutes. Join us again then for the bench press. And welcome back to Tisted here in Denmark, a wonderful sunny Denmark today on the 2nd of May for the 2023 European Equipped Powerlifting Championships. If you've been with us in the first session, you will have seen all the junior women in the championship do their squats. Now it is time for bench press. Your favourite, Gary Williams.
And there's a couple of reasons this is my favourite. One, because I'm a bencher, and two, because this is an opportunity, you know, to add those extra kilos for those that are really well adept at bench. You can add some extra kilos here, and there's also that opportunity for windows to open. You know, it's a really tough one. I mean, how many times do we see, you know, bench press equipped, fail. So there's opportunities here for those people to get into that competition.
And we've seen some expert Romanian bench pressers in recent years. Not least Andrei Iremi, if you're watching at home in Romania. Andrei, greetings. You may even be here later this week. But this is a Proyu from Romania, opening on 37.5 kilos. Should be comfortable, well below her personal best.
Yeah, she's got a handle on that shirt line really well.
She didn't seem to have to work hard against it to get the touch, did she? Perhaps they'll ramp it down a little bit for the second round. But Ulyanik from Ukraine is out next in the under 43 kilo class. If we ever forget to say the class, because we are commentating on lots of different classes combined in this session. This first group is the under 43, under 47 and under 52 sub-junior women.
Yeah, you can see that as the screen comes up. You can see their weight class and all their information at the bottom there as well. And you can follow the live scoreboard at Goodlift as well.
It was good. Easier up than down.
Yeah, look, and a great line. And you can see that was a really good example of how that bench line changes so much in equipped compared to classic. I think the best way I ever heard it described was it's more like landing an aeroplane.
Now we've got Snojek from Poland next. 42.5 kilos in the under 47 kilo class.
So she did this weight last year at the World Championships. You can see the shirt just shifting her around a little bit there, but she got control of it really well.
3 wide lights.
Yeah, a bit of lateral movement there. That's always tough to get back when it moves laterally.
And what causes that, Gary? For those who...
Yeah, so the bench shirt is creating that potential energy. So you're pulling down through that shirt, and the shirt wants to take the easiest path, and you've got to fight against it. So it'll want to move laterally, it'll want to move forward, it'll want to move back. And you've got to keep it in that sort of groove, and that's the hardest thing with the bench, is keeping that in the groove there.
And this is Konyukova from Ukraine, 47.5 kilos in the under 43s.
Man, that was textbook right there.
And that was a new personal best again,
Like
as well, by 2.5 kilos.
It just looks like a warm-up.
Yeah. Milatova from Slovakia next in the 52s, and she is going to 65 kilos. Now we've lost our scoreboard for the moment, so we'll just commentate live, so to speak. 4 lifters in the 52 kilo class, all closely matched.
Yeah, it's been a close match right throughout this one for the 52s. It's really anyone's game. Oh, you can see that shirt there trying to shift up. You can see just as she got to the touch there, that shirt shifted her back a little bit.
Yeah. So that's a no lift, unfortunately.
And there it is, that little shift back. It takes you offline. She almost got that back under control there.
Now, Musichenko, she's opening 67.5 kilos, 5 kilos above her personal best. Oh, great bench press.
Good lift. New personal best. Congratulations.
Now, Bianca Todorescu from Romania. She's opening on 77.5 kilos, also in the 52 kilo class. And this will be 10 kilos below her personal best.
And as you were saying, lots of great benching coming out of Romania.
Forest loading for Bianca Todorescu, Romania.
And Coach Ovidiu in her corner, one of a growing band of really top-notch Ukrainian coaches that are driving powerlifting forward in the country. Sorry, I think I've got first morning rust. I said Ukraine when I meant Romania, but that looks good.
Good lift.
Bit
more there.
Yeah, there's still plenty there, and that's a great thing with Equip too. You've got that shirt adjustment you can make as well. You know, you can see the speed that came off the chest there. It was super fast. There's lots of room to move.
Now, Erika Palosari from Finland, 80 kilos to equal her personal best.
Yeah, now she's really in the running here in the overall projections. She just needs to really focus on getting some numbers on the board, not trying to make up too much ground or do anything fantastic. Just get the numbers on the board and wait for the deadlift, because if you look at her build, she is made to deadlift.
Well, she won't be the first good Finnish deadlifter if she is. Well, it was a long hold.
It was a long hold, wasn't it?
And I think it's totally ruined her rhythm.
Yeah, I mean, if you look from the upper angle we had there, her elbows are really quite flared earlier. I'd like to see them tuck in a little bit further. Bring that bar down like an aeroplane.
But that was a long hold after it was motionless. Yeah, it's okay to flare the elbows out on the way back up again, but you really want to tuck into.
Yeah, you want to be bringing them in, landing the bar, you know, moving it down a hill.
Now, Aproyu, we're into the second round. And Aproyu's in the 47 kilo class, 42.5 kilos on the bar.
Just below her personal best.
Easy.
Yeah, it was pretty easy. She might have rushed it down a little bit there. You can see the shirt just shifting a little bit, but she managed it and kept that line pretty well. It's a bit.
Yeah, the shirt pulled her a bit. because it was almost too fast down and the momentum took it off the line, but she was still able to get it. Now Ulyanuk, 45 kilos for the young Ukrainian lifter in the 43 kilo class. Just 2.5 kilos below her personal best.
45 kilos. Давай.
Yeah, such a young lifter with so much experience. I mean, you look at the number of world and European championships she's competed in.
Yeah.
And obviously, you know, Ukraine has a great history of great coaching in equipped lifting as well. Great lift.
Oh, that was very easy.
Yeah, just what you were saying, Gary. Ukraine were one of the last of the very big powerlifting nations to come to the classic party, because all their lifters were equipped.
And it's one of those, equipped lifting is one of those sports that you can't do it on your own. You need coaches, and even with training, you need multiple people around you.
Now this is Noyek, 47.5 kilos for a new personal best. Oh, it's a great lift.
Yeah, they've got that shirt set really well. I mean, it's not really making a fight down the bottom. And she's getting the touch quite easily, but it's giving her enough speed off the chest as well.
It almost looked like a classic bench press, didn't it? Now Konyakova in the 43s is next out. 52.5 kilos on the bar, and look at her PB coming in. She is having a great day.
Oh, I had to work on that right side a little bit there.
She certainly did.
From this angle looks good. It is. So remember, the bar doesn't have to come up evenly as long as it doesn't go down. And the downward movement is always an interesting one as well. I mean, you might sometimes see the bar look like it dips on one side, which is just caused by the other arm coming up faster. That's not a downward movement.
Now Militova missed her opener with 65, taking the same weight again.
In the 52s here, you can't afford to be missing a lift.
No. Oh,
Good
so
speed.
much better.
Yeah, great speed off the chest. We look at tightening up the belt a little bit. Now that shirt really slid up.
New personal best attempt for her. 10 kilos.
Now Muzichenko in the 52s again. 72.5 kilos.
Power is loaded. Bye-bye. Let's go.
You'll often see athletes wearing belts during a quick bench, primarily to keep that shirt in position.
Great bench press.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
Yeah, I don't get how some people can bench equipped without a belt, but you do see it.
Great speed off the chest here. She gets that call, it just pops off the chest, straight into the tricep zone.
Now an important lift coming up for Erika Palasari from Finland missed 80 with her opener. She
Bars
really
loaded
doesn't
for
want to
Eva
go for a drink in the
Osmartina.
last chance saloon. It's really important she
Let's
gets it
go.
this time round.
Yeah, and this 52 kilo class is so close. I mean, you need to be putting this number on the board to stay in the game.
And this puts her from last to first in the bench press.
Oh, she's had to work for it, but I
Wow,
think she's
she
got it
did.
there.
It's a good
She
lead.
has.
Watch for the
Good
sigh of
shot.
relief.
And a review.
I think I breathed a sigh of relief then.
I think we all did.
Next question is Bianca Teodorescu from Romania.
At one point I thought she's not going to get that, but she managed to pull it
Let's
off.
go.
Yeah, she was
Really
very,
well.
very straight up with
Hi
the press.
Bianca, hi.
Now this is Teodorescu, and this will move her ahead of the Finnish lifter into first place by 2.5 kilos. If she makes this, this is 82.5 kilos. Still 5 kilos below her personal best. Looks good. Well, she gets a yellow, I suspect, for butt off the bench. Let's have a look at the replay.
Nocek, Okroj, Uljanik.
Yeah. And she's got to hope the jury don't look too closely at that.
Yeah, so the jury can intervene
Personal best
if they
attempt,
believe
bars
there's an error.
loaded. Bars loaded. Zuzana
And of
Nocek,
course,
personal best attempt,
if you get
5
two red
kilos.
lights, your coach can approach the jury and ask for a review.
Now this is Snojek, 50 kilos. And I noticed the great Susanna Kula was in headphone duty. Looks good.
Great work. Yeah,
Another
nice.
personal best.
Personal best.
Yeah, she put a lot into that too.
Same weight for Anna Maria Okroj. Bars loaded.
Now Oproyo, 50 kilos, big
Also
jump.
Personal best attempt, 5 kilos.
Yeah, 7.5 kilo jump. I mean, the 47 kilo class, that's a huge percentage of body weight.
I think this is a different shirt. Was she not wearing a red shirt in the first round?
You might be right there.
It would explain the difference from first to third. No.
Oh, she's just
No.
struggling to steady
not
that bar.
moving.
It's not going to happen now. Just couldn't steady that bar. And it's a very difficult thing to do in a quick lifting, to steady that bar, because as you pull that bar down to the chest, the shirt keeps wanting to
Yeah.
release and move and find an easier path, and you've got to hold it there, steady it to get the press call.
That's really partly what you need a strong back for, to hold it down.
Kristina. Давай.
Now, this is Ulyanuk, 52.5 kilos in the 43 kilo class. Remember, at the end of this round of bench press, we go straight into the second group or the second flight, whatever you want to call them.
This is the 43 kilo class. I think she weighed in at like 41 kilos this morning. So this is a monster lift. Just couldn't quite get it there. Got good speed, but it just stalled out at the top.
Well, it's what we see very often in third round bench press particularly.
Also personal best.
Now, Konyakova,
That was a better angle. It didn't stall out. She got good speed and it shifted back.
Valeria Koliskova, Ukraine.
she's taking 55. PB coming in was 45. As you can see, she opened with a PB, took it up 5 kilos further, and now an extra 2.5 kilos. on the bar. No.
Not quite there.
I think it went slightly forward as she pressed, and when just watch if it comes forward. Yeah, there, see?
Yeah, she really rushed into the descent
Yeah.
there. Probably didn't get the line that she wanted.
Now Karolina Milatova, Slovakia, 70 kilos on the bar to equal her personal best, just out of the medals in a very competitive 52 kilo class.
Every kilo counts here in this weight class.
Want to say out of the medals, that's in bench press, of course. Look good.
Yeah, look, she's very flared out the elbows, but it clearly works well for her.
No more chances to be organized for second group, 77.5.
See, my view of that is with the elbows that wide, you can't tense the back properly because it pulls the tension out. Now Muzichenko, she's going 77.5 kilos in the 52s.
Tatiana Muzichenko, Ukraine, personal best attempt.
And our PP coming in was 62.5.
They're looking at 77.5.
In her last year as a sub-junior. So if she wants the European sub-junior title, it has to be this time. Looks good.
Yeah, that shifted really quickly off the chest. She got a great line. She let it roll. She let it roll back and used that speed really well.
2 minutes left on this first group.
Yeah, look at that. Drives it back and up.
Now Erika Palasari at 82.5 kilos.
Palasari missed 80,
Your personal best attempt.
just
Erika
got
Palasari
80,
in lunge.
and she's put it up the minimum, 2.5
Yeah, I
kilos.
think that's a smart move.
Yeah, just to harvesting kilos for her total. Knowing that she may just have been on her limit last time, but certainly hasn't got another 5, so it's
This
the right
2.5
call.
kilos can make a big
Yeah.
difference at the end.
No, downward movement.
Yeah, it
She's
looks
going to
like
get
from here.
blues, I'm afraid. She did press it out. Well, maybe.
2 to 1.
Well, from the side referee's point of view, remember the downward movement
Yeah.
is the full bar.
Yeah.
Then we have 85 kilos for Bianca Todorescu, Romania.
Well, I think we can just say well done, good battle, and you got away with one.
Bianca Todorescu, Romania.
Now, Todorescu is taking 85 kilos in the 52s. She already leads.
It's a big, big lift.
Last lift of this group. Oh, wow.
Great strength there, great commitment to it.
Good lift.
Got a
2 to
yellow,
1.
possibly butt off the bench.
Good job.
The replay will tell, but well,
This is the second group.
we spoke about
65 kilos
Romanian
for
bench
Bianca
press,
Todorescu, Poland.
and gold goes to Romania.
Yeah, certainly,
Get ready.
that equipped bench developing in massive strides.
And we move to the second group, and Rajewska from Poland will be the first out, and she will take 65 kilos against a personal best of 57.5.
Bar is loaded. Natasha Rajewska, Poland.
So her personal best was last year. the World Sub Juniors.
Look good
Yeah, it looked like a solid opener.
with the injured singlet and the Titan bench shirt, not showing any favoritism.
Making sure she spreads across all brands.
Now, Gracie Besson, Great Britain, opening in 65, 5 kilos below her personal best. Member 1 of 2 in the group. She just has to get 1 bench press and 1 deadlift in, and she will get a European silver medal at the age of
When
16.
it comes to bench press, that's so much easier said than done.
Yeah.
You can see that shirt just pressing down on her chest. She got the speed. I think it looks good. She clipped the rack, but that's okay.
Yeah. No, she get yellows.
It looks like a butt might have
I
lifted off
think
the
perhaps
bench
the
there.
butt. Trouble is when they're very flat on the bench, it's easier to see the butt come off.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not really too hard to fix, I think.
And
in
it was on the
stage.
way down as well, not on the way up.
Yeah, I think if she shifts her feet back a little bit, that will keep her butt down a bit more.
And maybe just a bit tighter on the hamstrings and the glutes. This is Coppola. Oh,
If you
made that look really
if you blink, you
easily.
miss it.
I blinked. What happened?
Apparently someone lifted. That was super fast. Look how quickly she stops the bar and gets that press command.
That's not a bench shirt, is it?
No, so she's lifting classic as well. And that's the difference between being able to stop that bar so quickly.
Now Dijon.
Yeah, she had a great squat. Really braced well. We're really looking forward to seeing her bench.
Let's see if the technique is as good in bench as it was in squat.
She's got that narrow bench belt. It's just there to keep the shirt down.
It looks narrower on me than it does on her.
Again, great technique. She's
Yeah.
just tight all the way through.
And she had the patience to wait for the bar to come down. She got 1 yellow. Again, we presume it's the butt. Yeah. Marginal, but marginal is enough if the referee spots it. And now Lorina Visiuti from Lithuania. 80 kilos. Well, she squatted unequipped, but she is wearing a bench shirt. And it's the Ragex. That looks like a very old Ragex again with the high neck.
And it's not super tight either.
No.
And look, honestly, the Rages are a really good shirt, particularly for someone who's starting in equipped as well. They're quite a forgiving shirt.
Now it's Bandut. Ukraine, 85 kilos on the bar.
And of course this year, extra work for the referees with the new bench rules. Oh, it's tough there.
Oh, it's a battle all
I
the
think
way.
it's good.
That was a tie.
No, it's not.
It's blues, downward
Let's
movement.
see.
Watch again. Just a little tip watching for downward movement. Look at the background. And looking at the background helps see if the bar came down.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, there it was. It's marginal, and again, the referees have a much better position
Yeah,
than
they
we
picked
do.
that up really well there. So all three of them picked that up, so there's no going to the jury on that one.
Now, Sofia Stanko, 95 kilos.
Yeah, well within her grasp.
Yeah, 10 kilos below her personal best.
Look how fast that happened.
Good.
They had that shirt dialed in perfectly, didn't they?
Same way for Alina Mikosian.
Didn't have to fight it. Got enough.
Alina from Ukraine.
Now, Nikahosian in the under 84s.
Davai.
She's taking 95, 12.5 kilos below her personal best. Looked like a really good bench press.
Yeah, a little bit of work on the top end, but the speed off the chest was fine.
Bar is loaded. Then we start second round.
And smooth all the way through.
Now, Artyomova. Kilos on the bar. Personal best 120.
It's a massive personal best, isn't it?
Huge. And just to emphasize, she is in the 69s and she's the last out in the first round. The next lifter will be in the 69s, first out in the second round. Wow.
Yeah, again, plenty of speed there.
Quality lifting. Now this is Gracie Besson from Great Britain, starting the second round. Missed 65 last time. If you remember, she did lock it out, but the butt came well off the bench.
Yeah,
but it was on the way down, not on the way up.
Yeah, look, like you said, I mean, tighten up the hamstrings, the glutes a bit. If she shifts those feet back, the feet back a little bit, that will tighten up all that area and make it a lot harder for her to lift that. It's a natural movement to lift the butt up and lift the hips.
She really needs this. It will take all the pressure off if she can get this.
Yeah, and James is no stranger to this. He'll know what to have told her and what to do.
I'm worried. I saw the hips come up again there. I hope I'm wrong.
That's a good lift.
3 wide lights. And she gives a smile. I'm not sure it was joy or relief, but at least she was smiling.
Yeah, she's tightened up a lot more down there. Much better.
Now Rajewska,
New personal best attempted 10 kilos.
67.5 kilos. Well, if the speaker announced it as a 10k personal best, it is compared to what she came in with, but her PB is now 65,
That's
of
right.
course. So this is to push it 2.5 kilos higher, 10 kilos more than she came into the competition with. Yeah, the
well
down
done.
bit was harder than the up bit, I
Yeah.
think.
And it's a good lift.
Yeah, no, she held that well. She
New
found the
personal
line.
best, congratulations. 72.5 for Sandra Gizo. And Popola is Badu.
Now, Gizok from Poland, the one you've been very impressed with
Baris loaded.
today,
Sandra
Gary.
Gizo,
Technique
Poland.
is
Also
absolutely
personal
spot
best
on.
attempt. Let's go, Sandra.
And this is
Bye.
72.5 kilos. She PB'd with her opener by 2.5 kilos, and this is for another 2.5 kilo personal best.
You know, it's great to see, you know, sub-juniors and coaches drilling in this technique so early, and it just becomes part of their training, and they'll carry that through all the way to their open career and masters careers as well.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, look, and you can see the technique there. I mean, she got into a little bit of trouble, but she just held that technique through, and that's what enables you to push through that.
She
and
got
grind
one
through.
yellow. Just see if the butt came up on the replay. Yeah. Oh. But this is Nini Kopala from Finland, 72.5 kilos. Look good.
Yeah, making a raw 72.5 look easy.
Personal best for evening. Congratulations. 85 kilos for
A good example of the different bar path there with raw too. I mean, you're really coming down much higher on the chest.
Now Maria Spandut. She's taking 85 kilos. She missed it with her opener.
Needs to put this one on the board. But in a quick bench, not unusual at all. See a couple of reds and then an easy green. Oh, that's tough, isn't it?
No, she got blues last time, if I remember correctly. Yellows this time for the lift being incomplete. And she is in a world of trouble. One more attempt remaining. Lorina Visiute from Lithuania, 85 kilos on the bar.
It's a tough call now. I mean, you can see the speed off the chest is really good. Doesn't seem to be going wrong in the shirt. Where do you make your adjustments? I mean, I think maybe a slight sleeve twist might help a little bit. Help the triceps work a bit more.
No. And she just got to the point where the shirt doesn't help anymore.
That's right.
And it was just too heavy for the triceps.
You know, one of the things we say with athletes when they're learning to do a quick bench is you've almost got to chase the bar up. You've got to get it off that chest and then chase that speed through. And if you let it slow down.
But of course, if it's too heavy, it's too heavy. Now, Nikahosian, her second attempt, 100 kilos. Still quite conservative in terms of her personal best. Oh, it's a great bench press again.
Yeah, it moved really, really well.
105 kilos also with Stanford, also in Lithuania.
Now, Sofia Stanko. She's going 1:05 in the 63s, which would equal her personal best. Big jump, 10 kilos.
Yeah, it is a
This
big
weight
jump.
class at sub-junior women, 10 kilos is a big jump on the bench press. Would be a big jump on the deadlift for less than bench press.
Yeah, it's quite a large percentage of body weight. You know, and a 10-kilo jump at the bench, that's going to require some adjustment of the shirt as well. Apparently she doesn't need any adjustment. It's perfect.
That was so easy. You know, probably wasn't from her perspective. She would have had to work so hard, but she makes it look so easy.
Look, I'm just going to take my headphones off and go home now, okay? That was absolutely outstanding. Great bar position. Explodes off the chest really well.
Now, Artemova last out in the second round. She's taking 1:07.5. Now, will she get blues, or was that good? She gets one blue, two whites, and it is a good lift from Artemova. And we are into the third round, and it's Gracie Besant, Great Britain. Gave everyone watching at home in Great Britain a bit of a fright with her first bench press, put it right with the second one, and now looks to equal her personal best with an attempt of 70 kilos. You can see on your screen who leads at the moment. I won't take you through it all, as Besant is already on the bench, ready to tackle 70 kilos, ready to equal her personal best.
Yeah, a few small adjustments after the first lift. Seemed to fix everything really well. Let's see if she can maintain that technique with the extra 5 kilos on there. She got off the chest well.
No, it's just
a little bit too much
a
at the top.
lockout, yeah.
She got off the chest well. It looked like her touch was a little bit far forward. See, it drops forward at the end there.
But there was plenty speed,
Yeah, she got off really well.
just not able to lock it out.
It's a difficult transition at that point. You know, you move from the chest, that speed off the chest, using the chest, and then all of a sudden it's all triceps.
And all you.
And if you don't make that transition quickly and the bar slows down too much.
But this is Rajewska, 72.5 kilos for 3 from 3 to move her into the lead in the bench press in the 57s. Lifters to follow, of course. I think we may see blues in. No, it's not locked out on the left side, is it? No.
It just didn't want to. But yeah, this is great choices for their third lifts. You know, a third lift should be, I've got a 50-50 shot at it. Yeah, she got that right side locked. The left didn't want to play the game.
Wouldn't. But I think two of the referees had already pressed their blue button before it even got to that point. Now this is Dijok, the one that's been impressing us both so much, Gary. And the thing I liked about the second one is when she needed a little bit of strength to ally to the technique in the second one, she found that strength as well.
Yeah, she's got a big future. I mean, she's 16 years of age. Her technique is already drilled in really, really well. And you can see her really sticking to that technique, not sort of dropping the technique when it gets tough. She's really staying with it. You know, so you know, and still a lot of years ahead. Still several years as a sub-junior. She'll definitely be an athlete to look out for. Yeah, look again, just sticks with it.
And she's got some great role models in Poland as well to aspire to. Kula Sitko.
And another country with a lot of experience in equip lifting, a lot of great coaches.
Now this in many respects is the most important lift of the morning, because Maria Zbandut from Ukraine needs this lift to stay in the competition. And all we can do is wish her well.
Not a position you want to put yourself in, but it does happen a lot in equip bench. It's not unusual to be in this position.
Drive.
Can she lock it? I think she has.
Oh, she's locked it out. What do the referees say? We wait.
She gets it
it's
on
a
the ball.
good lift. 3 wide lights for Zbandut. What a sigh of relief, not just from her, but I think from everyone in the auditorium.
Yeah,
oh, how brave was that?
And when you get into that position, you know, you've got 2 missed lifts in your bench. That's the point. You've just got to trust in your coach. You know, do exactly what you're told to do. If he says this is what we're doing, that's what we're doing. Put your trust in and go out there and do it, because this is what happens in equipped lifting.
Now, this is Reda Lorina Viciuti from Lithuania, lifting with a very old Rage X, the old high neck one. It's a great starter bench shirt.
Yeah, very much so.
Oh, that's so much better than the last time. 3 wide lights.
Easy lines to follow.
Yeah, you don't need an AS or an SS. More forgiving.
Yeah, you know, equip lifting is something you've got to learn, particularly in bench. It's a real skill set, and you don't want to be starting off with one of the the toughest shirts out there.
This is Nika Hosian. 3 lifts to go in this morning bench press session. She's unopposed in the under 84s. Not her fault, of course. She didn't know when she entered
absolutely.
that nobody else would, and she's performed splendidly so far.
Yeah, every country has the opportunity to send athletes in every weight class.
Oh, that's a great lift again.
Referees say it's a good lift.
3 wide lights.
Alina, good job. Then Sofia Stanko, 110 kilos for her. First on this attempt with 5 kilos for Sofia.
Stanko in the 63s is the last but one to come out.
Yeah, 2 big lifts now, 110 and then 112.5. Both from Ukraine.
And this for a new personal best for Stanko. She's been around for so long, but this will be the best bench press.
It's hard to believe she's 17 years old.
I know.
And we're used to seeing her at so many competitions. Oh, having to work, but sticks with it really well.
That should be a new PB. Yeah, 3 wides.
She stuck with that really well there.
Last bench press attempt for Anastasia Artyomova, 112.5
She made good use of her right arm straightening earlier and was able to really spread the bar on that one.
Let's go.
Last bench press of the morning is in the 69s, and it's Anastasia Artyomova, 112.5. Still 7.5 kilos below her personal best. But this is more about getting the title. She's 17. She can come back to this championship next year as a sub junior. No.
Yeah, just got the better at the end there. And, you know, as an athlete, you sort of know when that's going to happen. And
Well, a very interesting bench press session, Gary.
yeah, it certainly has been. There's been some highs and some lows, and there's been, you know, those last minute get on the board, which always
Some
makes it
drama.
exciting.
Last chance saloon drama. But it's been riveting. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please come back in 9.5 minutes and we will be with you for the deadlift where all the titles will be decided. And welcome back to Tisted. You join us just as the deadlift competition is about to begin. If you've been with us earlier, you would have seen really top quality lifting in the squat and the bench press. You can see on your screen the subtotals. I won't go through them all. Time doesn't allow. But one of the great things we were saying in the break, Gary Williams, is everyone so far has a subtotal.
Yeah, look, in equipped lifting, you get to the deadlift, and usually, or quite often, you've got several lifters that can't total anymore because that's the nature of equipped lifting. It's just the way equipped lifting is. Today, every single person here has the opportunity to put a total in. All they've got to do is get their first deadlift on the board, and they put a total in. Absolutely fantastic.
If you're just joining us, there are two back-to-back groups. The first lifters you will see, and they're all sub-junior women in this session. The first lifters you will see are from the 43, 47 and 52 kilo classes. They will be back-to-back with the 57 and up. And if you're new to powerlifting and you're saying, what's he talking about, 43, the lowest class is 47, well, that's the case in the open. But in sub-junior and junior competition, there is a 43 kilo class as well. And this is Ulyanuk from Ukraine, who is in the under 43s.
Yeah,
and
given she weighed in at 30 kilos today, that's a massive deadlift.
Yeah, 30.38. That may be the lightest person I've ever commentated on.
That just makes her lifts even more incredible.
Yeah. And of course, as we were saying, Gary, every time someone makes a lift now, they make a total. Because there's no one that is not in a position to do so. And that was Oproiu from Romania. 3 wide lights.
Yeah, and this is where you want to be really smart with your opening lift on your deadlift. Make sure it's well within reach, get it on the board. Then you can start looking, what can I do with my next lift? Can I make up some ground here?
Yeah, you've got two more. Now, Zuzanna Snojek from Poland, 85 kilos. I think it's fair to say we've been impressed with her today.
There's been some absolutely fantastic lifters today. And remember, this sub-junior, this is the development ground for your next World Open champions.
And she's only 15. 3 wide lights.
Look at that, and such a young athlete, so professional.
And in such good hands coaching-wise. Now Bianca Todorescu from Romania in the under 52s.
Yeah, and the 52 kilo class today is really close. It's really anyone's opportunity. You've got to get this first deadlift on the board. And of course, the deadlift is probably the one lift in equipped lifting you get the least out of the equipment.
Does that look easy? 3 wide lights. Now Valeria Konyakova, 105 kilos on the bar, only 2.5 kilos below her personal best. Look nice and easy.
Yeah, she put that down ever so gently.
That's what was called in the old days, where I used to train in the northwest of England, a library deadlift.
Yeah, very nicely done. And we'll see a lot more. I mean, obviously in these lighter weight classes, we see a lot more sumo lifting, but in equipped lifting, in deadlift, we tend to see a lot more sumo, simply because it's a better way to get a little bit more out of that deadlift suit.
Now this is Muzichenko. She's taking 115 kilos.
Well below her best lift. Be up into the juniors next year.
Nice and easy.
And of course, with the deadlift, we don't need to wait for the referee's start command. You just walk out, lift it. You just got to wait for their down command.
After her, Oproi starts second round, and Paris loading.
And when you put the bar down, you need to be in control of it and be holding on the bar all the way to the floor.
Now, Palasari gave us a little bit of a scare in the bench press, but you said she was built for deadlifting, Gary?
Yeah, let's have a look. 120.
10 kilos below her PB. Down. Looks good.
Yeah, once that came off the floor, that moved really quickly then.
On the 30 for Carolina Milatova.
Just needs to keep her hips down a little bit more until that bar breaks.
Now Milatova, Slovakia. 130 kilos. 5 kilos below her personal best.
Bar is loaded for Carolina Milatova, Slovakia.
There are some very big deadlifts coming today. It wasn't super smooth, but
No.
got the job done.
But 3 wide lines.
You certainly don't get extra points for pretty lifts.
Now we're into the second round. This is flying by today, isn't it?
This platform crew are a well-oiled machine, aren't they?
Certainly are. And Anna Maria Oproyu will come out to attempt 85 kilos.
Bar is loaded for Maria Oproi, Romania.
And remember, 5 kilos is quite a large percentage of body weight when you're weighing at 46 kilos.
Yeah. Had to work.
Yeah, I think it should be okay. 3 wide lights.
95
Christina Uljanik. She's jumping 15 kilos from 80 to 95, which will take her within 5 kilos of her personal best.
That is a huge, huge
Yeah,
jump.
just
That's
to
half her body weight.
remind us of her body weight.
That is half her body weight. She weighs in at 30 kilos, 30.38. She's added 15 kilos to bar. This is enormous.
A half body weight increase from first to
If my
second
coach
round.
told me he's going to add half my body weight to the bar, I'd slap him.
And it's good, I think.
Good leg.
There's another 15 in there.
Wow.
Same weight for Zuzana Smoczek and Bar
Well,
is
she is
loaded.
leading on best scoring points because that's based upon your body weight. Not the class
It's-
you're in,
it's
but your
played-
actual
played-
body weight.
Played to advantage there.
Yeah. Now, Znojek is taking 95 kilos. New personal best if she gets it. And
Yeah, no mucking around there.
before I'd finished saying it, she'd got it.
Good leg.
3 wide lines.
She is not messing around.
Then we load 110 kilos for Bianca to the rescue, Romania.
Now, Bianca Todorescu from Romania attempting 110 kilos to put her within 5 kilos of her personal best. As you can see on the screen.
Bianca to the rescue, Romania.
And also within 5 kilos of her total PB.
That's not bad on your second lift, is it?
Certainly not.
Oh, she had to work.
Yeah, she had to work it off the floor, but once she got it moving, it was fine. And
Yeah.
3 wide lights.
Wouldn't mind seeing the replay on this one. Yeah, she shifted forward just as she started to pull. That's what slowed her down there. I think if you see her, watch her third lift, will be a lot faster.
Now Valeria Konyakova in the 43s. The interesting thing is she is leading the 43s, but she's not featuring in the top 5 on best scoring points, and the one she's beating is.
Yeah, there's a huge difference in body weight there, isn't there? Man, she shifted that so easily.
Well, it's moved her into third, that lift. It's moved her into third, but she's still 9 points behind. Now, Musichenko is taking 122.5. This will equal her personal best. Looks good.
Yeah, that was a good second lift choice. There's still a little bit of room left in the tank, but she's had to work for that.
Now, Palasari from Finland opened 120, taking 130 to put her into second place in deadlift for the time being, to consolidate her overall second place.
Is she within reach to challenge for that gold medal
Unfortunately,
overall?
the way the scoreboard is at the moment, it's not divided
It's
into
quite difficult
body weight
to see.
classes. It's more difficult to read. But she must get this. Oh, it's good.
Yeah, it looks like a good lift.
And again, with the sumo deadlift, slightly more difficult to get moving, but once you get it moving, easier to
Yeah,
walk
that's
out.
the thing with sumo is you've really got to be patient as a lifter, because it does take a little bit of time to break the floor, but once it breaks the floor, everything starts moving.
And this is Milatova in the 52s, taking 135 kilos. She's ranked first in deadlift, but only third in total. Remember, a super competitive 52 kilo class.
Yeah, so she's probably just a little bit out of reach to challenge up for the silver or the gold.
5 seconds time to choose the opener. For second group, below 90 kilos for Anna Maria Oproi, Romania.
Now, Oproiu from Romania is taking 90 kilos, just 5 kilos below her personal best.
So she'll have the silver medal in the 47s.
Let's go.
Yeah, Znojek, the Polish lifter, leads the 52s.
Just a little bit too much there
I looked
today.
away for a moment, trying to figure out the scoreboard.
100 kilos for Susanna Snocek, Poland.
Yeah, some days it is just too heavy. This will give her a 240 total. 245, sorry.
And her PB was 215.
And
And there's Susanna Kula giving a last minute pat of encouragement.
Let's go.
I'll wait for the referees
Yeah,
on this
you
one.
and me both. 3 wide lights. We would have worried it might have rested on the thighs. But
Yeah, it moved. It continued to move
yeah,
really
it did.
fast. I don't think it ever really rested or
No.
leveraged. It was just the position she looked
But
in.
some referees give it, even if it's still moving, for that leg position.
Yeah.
So
Didn't appear to be any leverage or any
No.
advantage.
3 attempts, 5 attempts.
now Ulianic,
3 attempts, 5 attempts the opener for a second
And she's gone another 15 kilos there.
Bar is loaded for Christina Wood with Ray. New personal best attempt
Wow.
for Christina with 10 kilos. Die.
Absolutely
remember this is
phenomenal.
over 3 times body weight.
And this will take her to a 250 total. And that's got to put her good in her overall point score.
This could be the best lifter of the whole competition if she makes
Oh,
this, but
just couldn't break the
it's
floor.
just too much.
Sorry, no.
Well, she looks almost in tears.
Let's have a look. Yeah, it was just started to move, but wasn't going to move any more than that.
But what a day she's had.
Absolutely phenomenal.
And Todorescu,
Bar is loaded for Bianca Teodorescu.
We're looking for 317.5 total, just below her best.
Up, come on.
looks good. And while that was going on, I'm seeing some activity. I'm not sure if the Ukrainian lifter had a misload, because I know her coach was looking at the bar a long time after she missed it.
Well, we'll find out and keep you up to date.
125 kilos for
But in the meantime, this is Konyakova.
125 kilos. Valeria Kodiskova.
Yeah, so there was an error, and there is going to be a relift.
I thought I picked that up. So just to confirm that, is Ulianic, who attempted 100 kilos. There was a misload to the bar. And she is going to be given another lift. Oh, it looks good.
Yeah, absolutely.
3 wide lights.
Then Musichenko. 127.5 kilos for her. Palosari, Milatova,
This one.
Ulianic. And after Musichenko,
Musichenko.
to the openers.
Now there are 4 more lifts in the first group, including Ulianic's retake.
Ukraine, new personal best attempt. Let's go.
And this will give Tatiana a 347.5 total. And ranks are number 1 in the 52s.
Oh, she's working it all the way. There was never any part of
but
that
she
lift that was
never-
easy.
She never quit on it.
No. Great lift, 3 wide lights.
Yeah, she held her line. She didn't quit on it.
Because the bar was misloaded, so she will be lifting after Palosari and Milatova.
An attempt change.
140
Palasari
kilos
is
for
out
Palosari.
next with 140 kilos. Now this would put her into gold medal
Yeah, so
position in
she was
total.
in the silver. She put the attempt change in, and this will push her into the gold medal if she can do this. I think a silver medal is pretty safe.
Yeah, well, nobody can overtake her from for silver.
And looking at her previous lifts, I mean, 140 seems well within
It's
range.
a 10 kilo PB, but she's been convincing on her first 2.
Yeah, it all
We wish her well.
It really comes down now to how much energy have you used up in your squat and your bench and your previous 2 deads. What have you got left in the tank? On a fresh day, extra 10 kilos is probably nothing. Has she got enough left in the tank to take out the European Championship? Oh, it's moving well, but I think it's dropped.
No,
Yeah, it looks like she dipped it.
sadly. Oh, really brave
She
attempt.
gave that everything she had, and that was a smart attempt. The
She
silver
did, but
was
she-
solid.
Yeah, she attempted what she had to try.
Then we have Carolina
Well,
Milatova.
Milatova is the champion in the
I reckon she was
52s.
nervous for a
Sorry,
few
no,
seconds,
she's
though.
not. My apologies. This will put her into silver medal
Gold,
ahead of the Finnish lifter.
Uljanik, and then
So
Kobova.
she's taking a leap to go after the silver.
Bar is loaded for Carolina Milatova.
Well, her PB 135 on the bar 145.
Let's go.
This is for overall silver in a very competitive 52 kilo class.
Yeah, well, this will equal Pedasari's total.
At a
Her
lighter
total's
body weight.
lighter.
Oh,
I think she's done it.
Yeah.
Looks nice.
Wow.
She
Look at
has
the
snuck in and
determination.
stolen the silver.
Then we have Kristina
What a
Uljanik.
fantastic lift. 10 kilo personal best to take a
you
silver
think your
medal.
silver medal safe, and suddenly
Another attempt.
someone gets a sniff of victory.
And since her body weight is 30 kilos, 380 grams.
Okay, this is the retake.
Amazing.
Uljanik, remember she couldn't really break the floor with it well. The reason is it was misloaded and it was too heavy.
The big 100 kilo guys.
And just a reminder, although she's under 43, in reality she's 30 kilos,
Yeah, and
30.38.
this will take her to the #1 ranking for deadlift and total.
This is 3.3 times body weight
Let's go. Let's do this.
by a sub-junior. And she looks determined as she comes out.
Hopefully that other lift didn't spend too much of energy.
And this could win best lifter for her. Here she goes.
She's fired up, which is great to see.
It's going,
moving
it's
well.
going, it's going. Well, she's locked it out under her own steam, I worry.
Don't know.
No,
it's
it's all reds. What a brave attempt.
not. She gave it everything she had.
And now we move straight on to the second group.
Yeah, dipped a bit there.
110 kilos for her. Zandrotnik Ohosya. Get ready.
Good gym lift, I think we'd call
Yeah,
that.
look, she never really got the knees locked in.
And we can see that Konyakova wins the 43s, Snoyek wins the 47s, and Muzichenko, very close battle, wins the 52 kilo class. And now we have Nini Coppola out in the under 63 kilo class. She's opening on 110 kilos. Should be said as well, Gary, everyone in the first group made a total.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic to see.
It's a good lift. Nice and easy open.
And, you know, we go back to that 52 kilo class. The silver medal came down to body weight.
And the one that lost it thought she had it and took a big risk. And the one that won it probably thought she'd lost the chance, and she took a big risk as well and managed to pull through with it. What a fantastic competition.
Yeah, and that's why every competition, every experience you get makes such a difference to the way you lift, to the way you play the game, to the choices you make.
Gripping on the slippy bit, as I call it. Looks good.
Good lift.
And double overhand hook grip as well.
How many years would you give her thumbs?
My hands aren't big enough to wrap around the bar. My fingers are too short.
Alina Nicosia from Ukraine.
But if you can do a double overhand hook grip, it puts your bicep tendon in a much better position.
Yes, it
And
does.
it gives you a slight, ever so slight biomechanical advantage in the direction of pull.
And who needs thumbs in their 50s anyway?
Overrated.
Again, the hook grip.
I coached a young fella years ago. His hands were so big he could hook grip an axle bar.
130 kilos for Stanko Zizo from Poland. Stanko Akunova, get ready. Ball is loaded.
And great opening lift so far.
130 for Jizok.
Well, let's see if her deadlift technique is on point as everything else today. Because everything else has been on point.
I'm willing to bet it is.
There's a fairly good chance, isn't there? Ooh,
Did she let that down too soon?
I didn't hear the call, but I can't hear that well from here. And she did.
She did. Well, I may have lost my bet, Gary.
That was, look, I think that was really, competition nerves, I think, a little, got a little bit ahead of herself.
The strength is certainly there.
Absolutely, got a little bit off balance at the top.
Now, this is Stanko. There certainly won't be any competition nerves here with all the experience she's got. PB is 152.5, opening on 130. Get one on the board. Just like that.
Good lift. Nice opener.
And that's just a smart thing to do is, that deadlift, get that first one on the board. I mean, you can't be a European champion without a total.
Even if you're the only one.
Yeah, and when you get to this point of the competition, your energy levels are starting to run down. If you miss that opening deadlift, well, there's no going backwards, so you can only keep it the same or go up. And once you miss that first one,
Oh
it can
wow,
be real
that was
tough.
fast. That was Artyomova. Now Rajewski, 135 kilos.
They are all picking their openings really well.
In the 57 kilo class.
Also personal best.
This is where the coaches really earn their money in their deadlift.
And of
getting
course
lift
it's two
selections.
good Polish lifters battling for the title here in the 57s. She and Georgiok.
It was slow for an opener.
Good lift. And a huge count for her on personal
We'll
best.
see her second lift, and it could just be the way she lifts as well.
No, Gracie Besson, Great Britain. One of two in the 69s. So this is for a silver medal.
Second attempt. Bar is loaded.
She will not catch Artyomova, that's for sure. But this will give her a total, and this will give her a silver medal. And if it's nice and smooth, she'll hope to come away with a deadlift PB as well.
Looked easy opener for
Already seen
Gracie.
that.
Silver
wrong with that.
medal, Great Britain.
155 kilos for Reda Lietua.
Now, Reda Lorina Visiuti from Lithuania.
And bar is loaded for Reda Lorina Lietuania.
She's opening 10 kilos below her personal best. She's lifting unopposed, which, as we've said previously, not her fault. She didn't know when she entered that nobody else would.
And lifting unequipped as well.
And we'll wait for the three white lights. And she is the European champion, 84 plus.
125 kilos for her.
That's
we
not
move-
a bad day in the office. is
No,
it?
it's not. We move into the second round. I can't believe how quickly this is going by, Gary. And Nini Koppola from Finland is first out, 125 kilos. Now you can see all the totals. Remember, we're the 57 and up. And the really big lift here will be Jisok in the 57s, who has really impressed us today but missed her deadlift open.
Yeah,
We
really
hope it was
interesting.
just nerves, but this is Coppola. It looks good. 3 white lights.
I mean, that is one of the other challenges you have with sumo lifting, is when you get to the top, it's very easy to put yourself in a position where it's hard to maintain balance.
Bar is loaded for Sandaliza Cohen.
Well, this is the lift I spoke of, and this is really important.
Yeah, look, they made a really smart decision here. They've kept the weight the same.
Yeah. This puts her to 347.5 if she gets it, 15 kilos ahead of her Polish rival Rajewska, but she needs to make this. If she does, she's got one hand in the European title, but she needs to make it.
Oh, she struggled at the top a bit there again.
Well, she gets it, 2 to 1.
Gets it on the board though.
She got a blue. Have a look at this. What do you think that was for? Downward movement, resting on the thigh before she locked out. It was on the right side, and it was the referee on that
Yeah, it
side.
looked like it might have looked like it dipped a little bit on one side. Hard to tell from where we're sitting though, isn't it?
I think we can certainly say that deadlift is the least favourite of her 3 disciplines.
It certainly is now.
No,
Yeah, this
Spandut could not move the
This
bar.
is where it gets tough. I mean, you've used up a lot of energy. You've done 3 squats, you've done 3 benches, you've done a deadlift now. This is where energy conservation really comes in. Coaches earn their money through lift selection here.
Also noticed that the coach that is coaching her on squat and deadlift wasn't the one who coached her on bench. Now this is Nika Hozian, 135 kilos. She is already the European champion under 84s. Just trying to push up the total. A little bit two-phased, but I think it's good.
Yeah, as long as you don't get leverage off the thighs, as long as it doesn't dip back down, and you lock it out of the top. Yeah, you can see it slowed a little bit there, but certainly wasn't any leverage or any dipping.
Absolutely. Now Sofia Stanko. She's in the lead. She's not taking any risks in relation to her PB. She'll put what she needs to put on the bar if anyone comes with a surge. Again, I'm struggling to read the scoreboard in this format for battles between bodyweight groups.
140 kilos for Nagasainska.
Yeah, you've always got to keep a little bit in the tank at the end. If you're out in front, and even if you think you're clearly out in front, you know, someone gets a stiff and thinks, you know what, I can throw in an extra 20 and take this.
Now this is Rajewska. This would put her to 332.5. Dijok is already on 347.5. So really, if she has gonna have any chance at all, she has to show us she's got quite a bit more in the tank over and
Yeah,
above
I mean,
this.
she's got to do this one impressively, and she's also, I mean, her coaches are also watching, going, okay, well, Dijok's not hitting the
She's
the
lighter
very
than
well.
Dijok.
Yeah.
There has to be at least another 15 kilos over and above this. Well, she's got that. I'm not sure if there's another 15
there's
kilos.
another 15. But
She's
would
not at her
you-
limit, though.
Would you think about taking a shot
Yeah, of course.
if you've got nothing to lose?
Of course. You couldn't sleep that night wondering what if. At least you know.
And when you come to European Championships, you come to World Championships, you know, the atmosphere, the adrenaline, the opportunity. Suddenly you're lifting something you never thought you could because you've got a shot at it.
Now this is Artyomova.
Well, that moved well, didn't it?
Certainly did.
It's a good place. 163 kilos for Tracy Vincent.
Well, I'm
got
wondering
a
why
record
it's
happening here.
163 because it's
It's a European sub-junior.
no, it's 195. I don't know why that's allowed.
Tracy Vincent, great
It's
breakthrough.
probably a British record, but you can't chip.
Says
Lorena makes it good. Good there.
Well, not according to.
the 69s, European sub-junior.
It's 162.5. Yeah, I was looking at the 63s. Yeah, this is
163 kilos. from
European sub-junior
Great
record. Gracie Besson, Great Britain.
Now, she's come to this competition, she's performed well, and now she's got a shot at a European record. That's it, squeeze it
With
out,
her
good
second
job.
lift as well. There's one more to come. It's a good lift. 3 wide lights. Wow.
Tell you what, I'd be looking at maybe 164 and a half for the third. There wasn't a whole lot left in the tank there. She moved it really well. The lockout was tough.
If I was coaching her, I'd put 165.5 on the bar to get the chip. And her PB's already 165.
Yeah, she's done it before. So.
Yeah. And if you're wondering why our PB is higher than the European record, you can only set a European record at a European or World Championship. So Gracie's clearly done that, probably at the British Championships, but can't set a European record
Yep,
there.
you've got to be at European Championships and World Championships to set those records.
Well, she is now, and she has.
It is now 163 kilos. We've got 167 and a half on the bar now, and that is tough.
Oh, she's battling and just gave up. Just
hard
no
at the
more
end of the
fight
day.
left.
Oh, we've
I
got
guess
the
when
temp
you're
change.
the European champion. So we have Coppola next. And she's taking 127.5. We're into the third round. You can see all the results there before you. I know I don't have the time to go through them all. So pick out your favorites and see where they are. The real battle is in the 57s.
Yeah, she's got a shot there. She's just nipping at her heels there.
This is to go from bronze to silver medal position in deadlift with lifters to follow. 127.5, 2.5 kilos below her personal best. So she's been here before. Oh, that looked like an opener.
That rocketed up,
Wow.
didn't it? You just know that Zbandut has scratched her last lift as well. Say after the second attempt didn't want to move at all. She's decided that's enough for today.
Now this is Dijok, missed her opener, got it second time of asking. Just realised she opened on a PB, Gary. You know,
she
that's
did too,
a little bit brave when you're in the position she's in. But I think, well, this would push her way beyond
put
her
her out of
compatriot.
reach.
But it's a big jump.
Her 130 wasn't convincing.
No.
And I think this number there is to put her out of reach. And if she misses it, she forces the hand. Yeah, got
No,
all out of shape there at the bottom.
fantastic squatter, fantastic bench presser.
Yeah, she's had a
A
great day
little bit of
all
work
round.
still to do in the deadlifts. She's only 16.
Yeah, and
She'll
has
come
she
good.
done enough to hold on to that gold
I
medal?
think she has, but we'll know soon. Remember the name, folks. Now, Nikahosian, 142.5 for a new personal best. That should be good.
Yeah, I think it's okay. 3 white lights.
And she smiles. Now, Sofia Stanko.
Also from Ukraine, 145 kilos for her. She's already winner in her category, 63 kilos.
Yeah, I think we quickly missed an attempt change there because I thought Raweska was next, but she's popped up to 155 and going after that gold medal.
Yeah.
And why? And why
Why
not?
not? She's lighter body weight, so she only has to match. But has she got another 15? That's what we said before the second
Big
round.
call.
So this is Stanko. Leads the deadlift already. Leads the total already.
All right, looks good.
3
It
wide
is.
lights. She was already on top of the best scoring points, and she has moved even further ahead with that lift.
Just sending a message now.
But Artyomova is taking 150. And Gracie Besant, for those in the UK, hasn't followed my advice or Gary's advice. She's gone 168.
That's a big call.
No. She looked it out, but it's going to be blues all day long, I'm afraid, and she knows it.
Yeah, doesn't even look back for the lights on that one.
Now, this is the Hail Mary we were speaking about.
Well, this is it. Her second lift moved well. Whether there was another 15 in the tank, I don't know, but you've got to take this shot.
Does Dijok now wish she'd just gone up 5 instead of going up 12 and a half? Because if she can improbably make this lift, Natasja Radziewski becomes the European champion. What more motivation could she possibly need? It's a huge ask, absolutely
She got it in the
huge ask.
tank.
No,
Not
she had to
today.
try it. She had to try it.
Zizok hangs on to that gold medal.
You have to try. That's why you're here.
And then there were 2. And after the next 2 lifts, that will be the end of Sub-Junior Women Equipped Championships 2023. This is Reda Lorina Vitsijute, Lithuania. She missed 167 last time. I thought she just needed a little bit more fight. She got it
Yeah, look,
2/3 of the way up, and
it can be hard to find that fight
Yeah.
at the end. I mean, you're
I know.
really low on energy now. You've got to dig deep.
and you're already the champion.
Yeah, and as a coach, you've got to find a way to get them to dig deep as well.
5-second fight.
Up, 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 up. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
No, she didn't get
Just
it as
doesn't
far
wanna come
as she did the last time. And then there was one more Sub-Junior women lift and it's Gracie Besson, Great Britain, and this is an attempt at
Gracie
another European sub-junior deadlift record.
deadlift record
She's
as
going
well.
for a 168.
She already did 163.
And she's only 16 years of age.
5 kilos
She's only
more.
been competing 1 year. She's already the European record holder.
Bar
Where can she
slowly.
be
Gracie
in 2025?
Yeah, one to watch out for.
Let's go!
And the noise levels just go up.
Goes home with a silver medal on total, a gold medal in the deadlift, a European record, and she got the second time. Not quite.
No, so
Just
close.
couldn't hold it there.
165.5 would have gone, Gary.
Nice attempt.
But
What a
don't tell her,
finish.
coach, she's bigger than the two of us put together.
What a way to finish.
Well, that was a great start to these championships. Quick summary of the winners. First of all, the deadlift, and the winner in the 43s, Konyukova, 47s, Snoyek, 52s, Melatova, 57s, Rajewska, 63s, Stanko, 60, 69.
And referees, please come here and
Well, I've got Nikahosian in the 84s. I've not seen the 69s or the 84 plus. But we know that Lorena Viciuti wins the 84 plus. Besant from Great Britain takes deadlift gold and a new European sub-junior record. And in totals, the champion in the 43s, Konyukova, the champion in the 47s, Snoyek, in the 52s, Musichenko, in the 57s, after that dramatic deadlift competition between the two Poles, it goes to Jizok. In the 63s, the winner and leading the best points is Sofia Stanko. She is the best lifter. In the 69s, we have Artemova as the champion. In the 84 plus, we have Lorena Viciuti unopposed. And in the under 84s, of course, the champion also unopposed was Nikahosian from Ukraine. Great first morning's lifting, Gary.
Yeah, it's not a bad way to start the week, is it? I mean, if that's how we're starting, I can't wait to see what the rest of the week's got in store.
Well, we tend to say at these European events, that was a great start. Can what those that are coming match what we have already seen? And the good news is almost invariably the answer is yes.
They always do.
The next session is men's sub-juniors. It will be all weight classes. There are only 8 lifters across all the weight classes. So they will commence battle at 15:30 local time here in Denmark. So please join us then. But until then, from myself and from Gary, bye for now.
the medals will be given, as I already told you, Mr. Fargo Carson, our media team chairman, then Mr. Arnold Wallström, EPF president, and Barbara Overgaard from Global Council. And medals are here, so first to the participation medals to every lifter. First, we give the participation medals to every lifter. Now everybody has the participation medals. We are ready to go. 43 kilogram categories. Squat medals. And first, 43 kilogram category silver medal in squat goes to Kristina Uljanik, Ukraine. 95 kilos. Best attempt. And the gold medal to Valeria Konyokova from Ukraine, 115 kilos best lift today. Thank you. You can stay there because the bench press medals goes the same way. Silver to Kristina Uljanik with 45 kilos bench attempt. And the gold medal to Valeria Konyokova, Ukraine, also 52.5 kilos best lift. to deadlift. Kristina Uljanik gets the silver medal. With 95 kilo attempt, best attempt today. And then gold medal goes to Valeria Konyukova with 125 kilos best lift today. And then we have the total medals. Silver medalist 2023 European Championships, 43 kilos class is Kristina Uljanik from Ukraine, 235 kilos total. And the gold medalist, European champion is Valeria Konyukova from Ukraine, 292.5 kilos total. And everybody please stand up for National Anthem of Ukraine. Everybody stand up. Congratulations. Then we have 52 kilo category, sub-juniors. Bronze medalist in squat is Karolina Milatova from Slovakia, 125 kilo squat. Silver medalist is Erika Palosaari from Finland with 127.5 kilo squat. And the gold medalist is Tetiana Musichenko from Ukraine, 142.5 kilo squat. So we do first 52 kilos. Then, thank you ladies. Bench press, bronze medalist is Tetiana Musichenko from Ukraine. 77.5 kilos. Silver medalist, Erika Palosaari from Finland, 82.5 kilos. And the gold medalist is Bianca Teodorescu from Romania with 85 kilos bench press. Thank you, ladies. Then deadlift medals. Bronze medal goes to Tetiana Musichenko, Ukraine. 127.5 kilo deadlift. Silver medal goes to Erika Palosaari, Finland. 130 kilos deadlift. And the gold medal to Karolina Milatova, Slovakia. 145 kilos. Best attempt. Thank you, ladies. Then medals in total. The bronze medalist is Erika Palosaari from Finland. 314 kilos total. The silver medalist is Karolina Milatova from Slovakia. Also 314 kilos total, but lighter on body weight.
Sorry, I gave the wrong medals.
And the gold medalist, European champion is Tetiana Musichenko from Ukraine. 347.5 kilos total. Please stand up for national anthem of Ukraine. Congratulations. And we didn't forget you, 47 kilogram category ladies. We just put you a little bit. So now we will give the medals, 47 kilos of juniors. Squat silver medal goes to Anna Maria Oproi from Romania. 87.5 kilo best lift. And the gold medal to Susanna Snucek, Poland, with 95 kilos best lift. And then the bench medals, you can stay there because it goes the same way. Silver medal goes to Anna Maria Oproi, Romania, 42.5 kilos best lift. And the bench press gold medal to Susanna Snucek, Poland, 50 kilos best lift. And the deadlift medals also the same way. Silver From deadlift to Anna Maria Oproi, Romania, 85 kilos best lift. And the deadlift gold medal to Susanna Snowczek, Poland with 100 kilos, best lifting deadlift. And then total medals. Silver medalist this year is Anna Maria Oproi from Romania, 215 kilos total. And gold medalist, European champion is Susanna Snowczek from Poland, 245 kilos total. Please stand up for national anthem of Poland. Congratulations. And next we will have 57 kilogram category squat medals. Silver goes to Natasha Ajewska, Poland, 125 kilos best lift. Gold medal to Sandra Zizok, also from Poland, 142.5 kilos best lift. And bench medals, same way, silver to Natasha Rachewska, Poland, 67.5. And the gold medal for Sandra Zizok with 75 kilos best lift. Then we have the deadlift medals. Silver medalist is Sandra Zizok, 130 kilos. And the gold medalist is Natasha Rachewska, also from Poland, 140 kilos best lift. Thank you, ladies. Silver medalist 2023 European Championships is Natasha Rajewska from Poland, 332.5 kilos. Gold medalist, European champion is Sandra Zizok, also from Poland, 347.5 kilos total today. Please stand up for national anthem of Poland. Congratulations. Then we go into 63 kilogram category. Squat medals. Bronze medal goes to Ninni Coppola from Finland. 132.5 kilo. Best lift. Silver medal to Maria Spandut, Ukraine. 170 kilos. And the gold medal in squat goes to Sofia Stanko, Ukraine. 172.5 kilos, best lift. Then we have bench press medals. Bronze medalist is Ninni Coppola, Finland. 72.5 kilos best lift. Silver medalist is Maria Zvandut from Ukraine. 85 kilos best lift. And gold medalist in bench press is Sofia Stanko from Ukraine. 110 kilos best lift. Thank you, ladies. Then we have deadlift medals. Bronze medal goes to Maria Spandut from Ukraine, 125 kilos. Silver medal to Ninni Coppola, Finland, 127.5 kilos. And the gold medal in deadlift goes to Sofia Stanko, Ukraine, 145 kilos. Thank you, ladies. Bronze medalist in 63 kilogram category is Ninni Coppola, Finland. 332.5 kilos in total. Silver medalist is Maria Spanduk from Ukraine. 380 kilos total. And the gold medalist, European champion is Sofia Stanko from Ukraine with 427.5 kilos total. Please stand up for national anthem of Ukraine. And we go to 69 kilogram category. Squat medals. Silver medalist is Gracie Besant. Great Britain, 130 kilos best lift. And gold medalist in squat is Anastasia Artomova, Ukraine, 172.5 kilos, best lift. Bench press medals. Silver goes to Gracie Besant, Great Britain, with 65 kilo best lift. And bench press gold medal to Anastasia Artomova, Ukraine, 107.5 kilos, best lift. Thank you, ladies. Deadlift silver medal goes to Anastasia Artomova, Ukraine, 140 kilos best lift. And the deadlift gold medal to Gracie Besant, Great Britain, with new European record in deadlift for such years. 163 kilos. Thank you, ladies. Then we have medals in total. Silver medalist is Gracie Besant from Great Britain, 358 kilos total. And gold medalist, European champion 2023 is Anastasia Artomova, Ukraine, 420 kilos total. Please stand up for national anthem of Ukraine. Congratulations. Then we have 84 kilogram category. Squat gold medal goes to Alina Nikohosia, Ukraine, 180 kilos squat. And the bench press gold medal also for Alina Nikohosia with 105 kilos best lift today. And the deadlift gold medal with 142.5 kilos best lift today. And she is also gold medalist, the European champion, 84 kilos category sub-juniors. Alina Nikohosia, Ukraine. stand up for national anthem of Ukraine. Congratulations. Then we have plus 84 kilos category. Bronze medalist in squat, of course, gold medalist in squat is Veera Laurinavičiūtė from Lithuania. And also bench gold medalist is Veera Laurinavičiūtė. Kilos, best lift today. And then deadlift gold medal with 155 kilos best lift to Veera Laurinavičiūtė. And of course, she is also the gold medalist and European champion 2023 here in Tisted, Denmark. Laurinavičiūtė from Lithuania. Please stand up for National Anthem of Lithuania. Congratulations! So we have given all the medals. Music, please. Oh, we will have the best team points first. Best team points.